The Nokia 2720 flip phone. The Nokia 2720, this year's Nokia retro phone. Last year it was to turn off the banana phone. Both have a version of KaiOS. This one last year came out, and it wasn't till earlier this year that they managed to get WhatsApp for it. This one comes with preloaded with the very latest version of KaiOS. This is 2.51, this is 2.52. But is there much difference? Let's find out. The contacts now have continuous sync, so every time you open it up it refreshes, whilst this one did it initially, and then if you did it a second time you'd get duplicate contacts. So on this one, because it synchronizes continuously, if you modify your Google account for your phone, for example, it will eventually modify it on here, but it doesn't save contacts you put on here to your other device. Also, the icons have had a spruce. Better color icons. In recent months though, the Kai store has been getting better and better. There's a lot more apps. Not all work very well, but it's only a matter of time. Share it, I couldn't get the work, but other ones like UC Browser work fine. But more importantly, because this phone can do WhatsApp, it does make it a handy phone. The cameras are both the same 2 megapixel with a LED flash which can be used as a torch. Both got Wi-Fi hotspot, and obviously can be used on Wi-Fi. This one has 2 screens. So if you just take out your pocket, I'm going to check if you've had a recent call or something. You just tap the button. Saves flipping it up each time. Both still have removable batteries. So if you can get that one at a bargain price, and you don't mind the small keyboard, it's still a good proposition. And you never know, you might even get the latest update. But this year's model is certainly better. The battery seems to last a lot longer. Maybe it's because it's a newer phone, but either way it is lasting a lot longer. Without WhatsApp running, the battery does last a good few days, but with WhatsApp running you're down to a couple of days. Hardware wise, they have the same internals. Both have a 1500 mAh battery, but this one has a 2.4 inch screen, whilst this one has 2.8, which seems to make it an awful lot bigger. The keys on this one are much more finger friendly. This one, they have a tendency to bounce a bit, so it's very hard to text. As you can see, even the home screens are slightly different. This one you have notices and shortcuts, whilst this one has notices and camera. To get to the shortcuts, you press up. Notice also that there is no camera in the quick settings or calculator. This one also has hardware buttons, so you can adjust the volume at any time. This one, depending on what you're doing, you might have to go to a menu system or operate that anytime. Another good thing is that we have a file manager. Very basic one, but it's very fast. The music player has also been greatly improved. Whilst this one has Discover, Most Played, and recently added as a playlist. This one now has My Playlist, so you can create your own and add and modify them whenever. Whilst the App Store has limited apps, you can, in some instances, get more apps by finding the Progressive Web app through the browser, and then you just pin it to the desktop. For example, Instagram. Whilst there's no genuine app for it, you can look at the Progressive Web app. It's very slow, but it is usable. Even though it's a basic phone, it does come with a 2 megapixel camera of average quality. Now you launch the camera, like I said earlier, from there, and then you do have a few options. You can zoom in, there's also a video camera. If you go to the options on there, they're quite explanatory. I would advise going for the high quality. Here's some stuff I've already shot for you. Now this phone is ideal either for a secondary phone because it's more durable and most certainly more pocketable, but because of the Wi-Fi and hotspot ability, you could use this in tandem with a tablet once you've got a good contract with plenty of data, and use it to tether a laptop or a tablet from. I personally use it as a secondary phone for work where I need a strong, durable phone which I can put in my pocket, and if I did drop it, it's not going to smash up. The phone is certainly a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, but it does look worse on video than it does in real life. I think it's because the light's shining on it. So if you bear in mind that this is still a feature phone with a few smarts on it, you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching.